So we're going to be replacing our bathroom sink faucet today.
Hey, I'm Gary.
And we're Rough Road RV Life.
And we like looking at freedom.
Yes, we do.
And we also like making our own repairs to our own RV. Just something that we both like to do.
Right.
So what repair are we doing this time is going to be installing a new sink faucet in our bathroom.
It's actually an upgrade.
Yes. Sharon is going to be doing it because she has never done anything like this before.
Right. I'm adding plumbing now to my list of, well, would that really be considered plumbing?
That is plumbing. You're dealing with water.
To my list of new skills that I have.
Right. Now the majority of your sink faucets are going to be what they call 4-inch centers, which means if you have the two posts coming down, hot and cold, that they'll be 4 inches apart. Those to fit in there. Sinks are like 8-inch, some are 10-inch, but mostly the sinks in your bathrooms are going to be a 4-inch on center. Now my wife had originally wanted a single lever faucet instead of the 2 levers.
Easier to clean.
Right. What you got to remember now is you have to have a center hole, not just 2 on for the hot and cold. You have to have a center hole for it to go down through the middle for a single lever. Mm-hmm. Our bathroom did not have that pre-drilled third hole in the middle. A lot of them do have a pre-drilled third hole. So we had an option of either drilling a third hole, which we didn't really want to do, or just going with the standard hot and cold levers, 2 going down through the 2 holes. So we bought the faucet according to just using the 2 handles instead of the single lever.
Yeah, you had to compromise there.
Right, but we think it still looks good.
Yeah, it works.
Yes. Now normally replacing your bathroom faucet, sink faucet, it's about a 30-minute job. It's not very hard to do. You would start by turning off the water to your RV, unhooking your water, opening the valves on your sink to bleed the lines, and then you're going to go underneath. You're going to remove the hot and the cold water line, and if they're not marked, you need to remember which one is which. In our case, we had a red hose and a blue hose, red for the hot and blue for the cold.
Yeah.
And then you're going to undo your locking nuts that hold the faucet onto the countertop. And after you do that, you just reach up and pull the faucet out. Give it a little cleanup, and the faucet will come with a black gasket that goes underneath. Now you can also put a little bead of silicone if you want, but you don't have to. The black gasket will seal it from water leaking in. Put the sink back down through the holes. Go up underneath. Reattach your nuts to secure the sink to the countertop. And tighten on your hot and cold water nuts. You don't have to go in there like a bull in a china shop and just crank them down because it's plumbing and you don't want to over tighten things. So hook up your water lines. Then go outside and turn on your water, and it's good to have somebody else looking underneath just to make sure you're not having water go shh. And then of course you turn on your faucets and check to make sure it's working, and there's no water leaking, because we don't want to have water leaking. Now in our RV, different from our home had the pull-up drain built into the faucet that would go underneath, that would hook into your trap, your drain coming from your sink. But in our RV, it doesn't have that. So you don't have to worry about hooking the sink levers all up underneath there to the sink, to the trap, to the drain, and all that. They're completely separate. So that's one step you just don't have to worry about. You can put a pop-up drain if you want to change the drain, or use a stopper. So yeah, that's all there is to it. It's really simple. and we're going to roll the video and show you how we did it. Normally, it would be easy, but as we roll our footage, you'll see what Fleetwood led us into.
One tip for you, if you are doing a do-it-yourself project in your RV, no matter how long you think it's going to take, allow yourself a lot more time, because it might take longer than you initially anticipated. So allow time, because things don't always go as planned. As
you will see, there was some creative engineering done in that bathroom countertop.
All right.
So we're going to roll the footage and let you go down this little
journey with us.
Journey with us, where we kept it G-rated, but in my mind it was anything but G.
No, it's clean. Your children can watch this video.
As long as they don't look in my head. Let's roll it.
And I went to Lowe's and I picked this up. It's a Kohler 4-inch. This is what it looks like out of the box. That's the instructions that my wife made me take out. We've got our extensions, waterline extensions, silicone, the faucet itself. This is the gasket that goes between this and the sink top. The 2 mounting nuts for that. And this is the drain. It's a pop-up drain. So there's no linkage between here and here. So, and that is the master plumber who's going to be doing this. So there's probably going to be some arguing, but that's how it's going to go. All right, we're going to head to the bathroom now. Okay, I went outside and I turned the water off. So we're going to open the valve. And we're just going to bleed the water out. Yes.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go underneath and hook the water lines from the bottom of the faucet.
Okay, looking up here, those are the water lines I'm going to disconnect. I don't like it. It's right in my eye.
Yeah. We're under here doing this and we're complaining already. It's dripping a little bit in her eye.
Wet. Look, get the dog in here. Is Mommy okay?
And now here comes the dogs because Mommy's upset because so now we got help.
It wouldn't be so bad. It's right in my eye.
Yeah. Ah! You want to go help Mommy, Luna? Go see what Mommy's doing. Alright, I guess everything's okay because they're going back now. Well, maybe not. Yeah, we have to jump up and make sure everything's going okay. Anyway, we're in the process of unscrewing 2 water lines.
Okay. It's never easy. So this situation is, these things have to be unscrewed right here. And the strip looks like it was added after the sink was, and I can't turn it right there. So actually the strip is on top of it right there. So, this one I think I can get off. This one we may have to get like a saw and try to saw that out of there. Good times. Okay, so we brought in an expert. And what's the verdict?
Well, Fleetwood has put a piece of counter trim, it's a 1x1, that braces the top of the counter, but they put the sink in first.
And then they
put the piece of wood on somehow. So they got the wood over the lip of the mounting bracket here, so where you can't undo it.
And not only do we have to undo it, but when we do the new one, we're going to have to add these 2. And the wood is actually on top of this part. And so you can't turn it. It's under the wood.
Now we're going to try and chisel out a little bit of the wood around the nut to see if we can get enough clearance to turn it. So we've got a little bit of a pry bar and a couple of different chisels that we might can use.
All right.
If not, that doesn't work, we're going to try a drill.
Right. We did consider aborting the mission, but eventually washers are going to wear out and whatnot, and we just hate that faucet.
Yes.
So we're going to have to move forward. So let's see. Try it back.
So we are chiseling away. The wood is soft, thank goodness. We'll see how this works. We'll let you know.
Okay, I got one of the areas done. You can see where I chisel the wood there with some wood chisels while I get dripped on. Anyway, one's down. That was the one that was more embedded under the wood. This one hopefully will be easier. However, it's at an awkward angle for my right hand. So we'll see. We're going to chisel that side now. Okay.
We have success.
Yes.
We have chiseled our way around Fleetwood's magnificent engineering. So now we should be able to pull the faucet out. Now we've got sawdust and water in our eyes.
For all those do-it-yourselfers that make it look so easy.
Yes, no tools required, right? No, you need hammers and chisels and pliers, but
all right.
Such is RV life. So now I'm going to let her do the honor.
Oh, look at all the... get a picture of the sawdust.
We had to chisel all that out just to get those bolts, those nuts loose.
Okay.
Now we're going to pull the old faucet out.
And look at my hair. But watch this. Here we go.
Ta-da!
Yes! Woohoo!
Look at those nice round holes they gave us.
Alright.
Okay. So we're going to get ready to put the new faucet in.
Yes, I got to clean this up.
Yeah. So while we got this apart, we're going to go ahead and run a bead of seal, silicone seal, along here. And maybe up that corner there. With a little bit of force, we got the new sink through, and we are now going underneath to attach the nuts and to lock that in place. And after that, we'll attach the water lines.
So even though we chiseled and took the old one out, the new one is just must be of just slightly different dimension. So we're having to chisel some more just to get the nut on the new one. This is a test of patience. Would you say, honey? Okay, since we had to do more chiseling and Gary was already down there, he is hooking up the water for us. Okay, so we took the drain out and the other one is not going to work, but we found a ton of crud in our drains. So we're cleaning that out now, and let me just show you what all was in there. Sorry, gonna have a look in our trash. Was just, this is a sink. This is from the sink drain right there. Lovely. It was all caked in like that. So we're cleaning as we are going along.
Okay, our installation is complete. We had to actually do more chiseling to get that faucet in because the brass downspouts are just a little bit wider than the one that was put in here from the factory. So it took a little more chiseling to get the washers and all that to connect underneath the nuts. But we got it in and it's working like a champ.
It's so pretty.
We weren't able to put the drain in that goes with the faucet because that is part of, screwed up part of the sink, and it wouldn't fit, not the right size. But one day we're going to replace that sink, and then it will fit.
Okay.
Okay.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. And this is the faucet that came out of it. This is the factory faucet. As you can see, it's nothing but plastic. The whole thing is plastic. The ones we put in now, that's brass. The whole thing is brass. It's a better faucet.
Back it up a little bit.
That's what it is.
All right.
Anyway, we're done with this.
We're Rough Road RV life. We like looking at freedom. I think we're going to go look at some freedom right now.
Yes, we are.
Sit outside and chill.
See you on the road.
Bye.